So I have always wondered to myself, is there something that helps the entrepreneurs that succeed, that they have, that the other entrepreneurs don't? Is it something they know? Is it opportunity? Is it luck? Is it preparation? Or maybe it's their educational background? Is it the way they were socialized? Well, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Savage and welcome to Motivate. Today I want us to talk about the burning desire. The desire to succeed. Something that I believe is a fundamental principle to success, or rather the first step to success. We all have a sleeping giant in us, waiting to be unleashed and focused to success or greatness. I believe that success is not only termed by the financial value or financial assets that we accumulate, but it is also coupled with happiness, joy, and peace of mind. I believe that for someone to be truly successful, they have to be able to make money doing what they love. So, in order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. The question that comes in now is, how does one succeed? How does one become wealthy? How does one accumulate riches using this principle of the burning desire? Well, luckily last week I stumbled upon Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which we are going to review at the end of the month. So make sure you go into your bookstores, your app stores, and purchase this book, because I have already did it and I've started reading it. So the book talks about the mental state of mind, and it begins to understand and actually incorporate and study the minds of the greats, like your Henry Ford, your John D. Rockefeller, your Thomas Edison, your Abraham Lincolns. It actually talks about those guys. The book also points out that for one to be successful, one has to understand and apply the principles of success. One principle that in particular is desire. So let's jump straight into it. What is desire? Desire is a strong feeling of wanting to achieve, and it is definite, so clear that one can even visualize and see something materialize right in front of their eyes. So I have put together 5 steps, or rather 5 principles of accumulating or enriching this burning desire in you. So make sure you watch to the end of the video, you like, you subscribe, and you comment. Let's get straight into it. So the first principle in the desire to succeed is to set goals for the life that you want to achieve. Now, I know you've heard so much about setting goals, and I want to clarify this once and for all. We have different types of goals. There are financial goals, how much you want to accumulate, how much wealth you want. There are spiritual goals, like how much you want to be closer to God. There are physical goals, the body you want, living healthy. There are also educational goals. Where do you want to get in terms of your education? Is your master's, is your PhD? There are also relationship goals. And one has to really break this down and set goals for each and every category. For example, financial goals. You might say to yourself, I want to earn $10,000 a month, or $50,000 a year. That is up to you. Now, in terms of that, there are also different groups or categories of goals. The normal ones, or the well-known ones, are the short-term goals, the medium-term goals, and the long-term goals. And I'm here to say to you that there's one that is always neglected, which I believe is far by the most important, which is one that I've termed the 24-hour success, the 24-hour goals. Now, these 24-hour goals are the small steps, the steps that you take each and every day to achieve your short-term goals, or your medium-term goals, or your long-term goals. And my sister once said, like, shout out to you, she said, your 24-hour goals actually begin when you wake up. Did you spread your bed? Did you brush your teeth? Did you take a shower? Did you pray? Did you read a chapter a day? That's your 24-hour goals. Now, your short-term goals, your medium-term goals, and your long-term goals may vary to your personality, but the sense still remains. I actually require you guys to set goals for yourself and make sure you take action into achieving them. Don't forget your 24-hour goals. Those are the most important ones. Now, the second principle is be clear, be definite. So it's be clear of what you want to achieve. It also talks about being clear of the amount of money you want to accumulate. It talks about being clear of the life that you want to live. Being clear about the car you want to drive. I think by now, you should be able to clearly say with pride the amount of money you want to accumulate per year or in a lifetime. This will help you focus your goals and focus your actions towards achieving that amount of money. So if it's 10 billion, you have to make sure that you have the correct steps, the right education, the right mindset to achieving that 10 billion. So being clear actually helps you to see the picture and make sure it materializes right in front of you. There are ways of being clear. You can start by writing it down. You can start by having a vision board where you put stickers and photos of what you want to achieve. So I advise you to be clear and definite of what you want to achieve. Please note that these principles are equally important, so watch right through to the end. So my third principle is have an affirmation. An affirmation is a form of emotional encouragement or emotional attachment that keeps you going on to achieve the goal that you want. It could be a statement that starts by saying, I am grateful that I have done so much, even if when you have not done it yet. I am grateful that I earn $10,000 a month. I am grateful that I am healthy. I am grateful that I now weigh 90 kgs. It could be that. So to put it more of an example, I've put my own affirmation right here as an example to help you guys. So my affirmation would start by something like, I, Munashe Maimba, am grateful that I have accumulated 36.6 million before the age of 35, and I would love to give it back to the community by creating recreational parks and giving back to the poor. Now you see, the affirmation has different sections. It begins by outlining your name and the exact amount of money that you want. It also brings out at what age or before what age you want to accumulate that money, and it also points out how you're going to give back to the community when you get that money. So an affirmation is something that well rounds you or guides you to accumulating the money that you want and how you're going to give back to the community. And then the fourth, which is one of my favorite principles, and because I do it daily, I even do it while I'm sleeping, I even do it while I'm thinking. The fourth principle is visualize the outcome. Now in visualizing the outcome, you have to make sure that you see it before it is there. If you want a car, you have to feel like you have it already. You're living the life like you have the car. You're living the life like you're earning $10,000 a month. I love this principle because it actually enables me to set standards for myself. So visualizing is, you want to achieve $10,000 per month target of your income. How would you live your life when you have achieved that amount of money? What would you do differently if you achieve that amount of money? What clothes would you wear? So it actually pushes me to live a great standard of a $10,000 income. Even though I don't have it right now, but it actually moves me and motivates me. So please guys, visualize like you have it already. And besides, it's all about faith. As a man thinketh, so he becomes. So think about it day and night. Meditate upon your vision, meditate upon your goals day and night, so that it begin to materialize in your minds and in the life that you have. This brings us to the last principle, the fifth principle, which I believe is one of the hardest or most difficult to some entrepreneurs in the road to success. It's because people are afraid they have the fear of failure, and are afraid to fail and take risk. The fifth principle is take action to achieve your goal every day. Taking action every day. So this brings us back to principle number 1, which I talked about, the 24-hour success, the 24-hour principle, where you have to take small steps into achieving your long-term goals. Now let's take, for example, you want to have a real estate empire, you want to be a real estate mogul in the near future. What steps are you taking right now to get there? If you don't have money right now, do you have the right education to run that empire? Do you have are you taking action into making the right networks into achieving that dream? So take steps every day, network with people, go for that idea and take action. At least do one thing that scares you every day and go take for it. That was my last tip. Take action. So thank you guys for watching. I believe that those are my 5 principles to achieving the burning desire. I believe that we all have a sleeping giant in us that is waiting to be awakened. I believe that as a man thinketh, so he becomes. I also believe that the only limitations that we have are the ones that we set in our mind. So right now I want you to begin to translate your dreams into visions, your dreams into action. Translate your dreams into action and go for whatever you want. You are a corporate savage. Go for it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. I'm out.